So I am sitting here right next to the EcoFlow DELTA 2. We received it about 2 months ago, as I think you saw in one of our videos, and it's been traveling around with us throughout the country, facing load shedding like we all know we have in South Africa, but also to help us charging our devices while we're traveling and things like that. And I must tell you, we are impressed. We are really happy with the EcoFlow, especially here at home with load shedding. We connected onto our system here, and 2 minutes later we have power when there's load shedding. No issues. Our fridge is running. Everything is running. We've got no issues. The only thing that I don't turn on is the geyser. But let me tell you a bit about the specs here. This is a 1024 watt-hour system, which means that if you draw 1024 watts in 1 hour, it'll be flat. Now, to draw 1024 watts continuously for an hour, that's major. You have to have a geyser running or something big running all the time. I normally, with load shedding, we at the max 200 watts, 220 watts we draw. So, and then we have like a 3, 4, 5 hour period before it's low. This can go up to 1800 watts, and it is got a surge of up to 2700 watts, which is fantastic. So if you surge to over 2000 watts, nothing's going to happen. It's got a protection device in it. It's got a lot of safety mechanisms inside of it. So to overload it, it'll just cut out, and then you just restart again. So it's a brilliant system. I love this panel. It shows you exactly how many hours you got there. You can see 99 hours because nothing's running. So, and it's got 78% over there. And when it charges, as you'll see on the footage that I'll put in here, this thing charges off of the AC power at 1200 watts. Look how fast this thing charges. Watch it pick up. 1200 watts it charges. It's crazy. And it charges within 50 minutes up to 80%. So this thing, it's ridiculous how quick it charges. So there's going to be no issue with it. What's nice is you can charge it with solar panels. I also got solar panels with it. Portable solar panels, 220 watt portable solar panels. And this can charge this up within 6 hours, which is fantastic. That's at 220 watts. I think that's brilliant. So when you're camping, this will be fantastic. Or when you don't have electricity wherever you are, and it does run out of power, and you've got sunlight, you can charge it. And what makes this one so cool is it charges from both sides of the panel. Yes, it's called the 220 watt bifacial solar panel. So it can charge from both sides of the panel. It is crazy. What was it? Pretty heavy. Let me see this. Wow. How cool is this? This is wild. Look at this. Incredible. So after a bit of figuring out, I figured out how to put it together. And this is how it stands to charge in the sun. Pretty awesome. And then if anything that reflects from the back will reflect on this side, and it helps with the charging too. I think that's pretty awesome, eh? At the moment it's overcast, so there's no sunlight coming in. so I'm not even going to try, but I just wanted to figure out how it assembles, and this is fantastic. Brilliant. And it charges with that. It takes longer because the solar panels I have are 220 watts. Most of the time when you're charging with solar, you're not going to charge at 220 watts and collect the exact amount of wattage from the sun. It depends on the cloud conditions, it depends on the weather, the intensity of the sun, the angle of your solar panels and stuff like that. But what's nice about these solar panels, you can adjust them. And you can the best way to set it is at 90 degrees facing the sun, and you get the optimal charging power from the solar panels. But you'll also see with the clip that I put in at the end here how the solar panel operates, and it's like so easy to set up, and it charges it brilliantly. It takes about 5-6 hours to recharge with the 220 watt solar panels. And then charging our devices while we were traveling, it was brilliant. Yeah, I've got a cell phone over here just to show you how you just plug it in here. There's two USB settings. That's a USB A over here. This is just your normal USB A. This is a 12 watt, two 12 watt, maximum 12 watts on this side. These are fast charging USBs. They go up to 18 watts each. So you've got 36 watts over there. And at the bottom here, you've got two USB-C ports, which go up to 100 watt each. So you've got 200 watts of charging over there too, which is fantastic. So you plug it in here onto the fast charge. I put it into this, and you can see when I plug it in, nothing happens because I haven't turned it on yet. That's why. There we go. It's charging 41%, and it'll charge it. It's drawing 4 watts at the moment. So we charged our devices while we were traveling, my camera system, and even my drone's batteries I charge through this. I can use the USB-C port. Fortunately, this has got USB-C, and I plug it in here, and you'll see that it charges this. But these are already full, but it charges it in no time. So that's what made it comfortable for us. Put it on the back seat, and we could charge while we're traveling and stuff like that. That was really a plus for us. We also, when we got to visit some places where we stayed at and it was load shedding, we could use it. And if there was a distribution board in the accommodation where we were at, I could connect this up with the plugs I have into the system, and then the lights will be working and the plugs will be working. I could download the videos I shot for the day. A really handy system. Just want to turn it around, show you what the back looks like. Top over here is the reset button. There you charge with AC. You plug it into the wall from the wall outlet into here, and this is what charges it at that ridiculous speed at 1200 watts. And then this is the solar panel and the cigarette lighter charging point. You plug this into the back here, and then you plug it into your solar panel, as you'll see with when I show you the demonstration later, how this is charging through that. And then also when you plug it into your cigarette lighter in the car, that's a slow charge. That will take quite a long time to charge, but it still charges. If you travel a lot like we travel, and you are on the road most of the time, it will keep the thing fully charged, all the time. It stays in the cigarette lighter, and then it stays plugged in here, and it charges. That's brilliant. It's got the two 3-prong plugs specifically designed for South African conditions. Two-prong connections over here, and then of course the cigarette lighter outlet, which is down over here, which if you want to charge or do things through the cigarette lighter point, that you can do. And then it's also got these two 3 amp, what is it called, 3A, I don't even know what it is because I never use this. I don't know who uses this, but I don't use it. Maybe one day I'll use it, but it's not for me. And then on the side here, this is actually very good. You've got this here where you can connect an extra battery to your EcoFlow DELTA 2. If you connect an extra battery to it, you can connect up to, because this is 1800 watts with the inverter inside here, you can connect up to 3000 watts onto this. So you can have another battery bank on top of this connected here, gives it 3000 watts, and you can run a lot more devices You can even run your whole house without even turning the geyser off. The geyser will continue working up to 3000 watts. So we've got load shedding at the moment, and I just wanted to demonstrate how the EcoFlow helps us during load shedding when we are at the different places we stay. And what's nice is when we get to a place and it's got a DB like this, I can connect the EcoFlow into the system and the lights will work, the plugs will work and all of that. So that's which just makes life easier for us. So what I've got is I've got the one side of a caravan plug that plugs into a 3-prong plug, and then I've got another one, the other part of the caravan plug with a 3-prong plug on it. This one goes into the flat plug on the wall here, and this one goes into the back of the EcoFlow.
Okay.
You can see the EcoFlow is on already and it's drawing no current.
Yes, all zeros.
No watts getting drawn. So then I plug this in here. I use this just to be safe. You can do a 3-prong plug directly into there, but you can get electrocuted. So I do it this, so this, you can't get shocked with this system. It's much safer. I always struggle to get these things in. And then if you turn around and you show the lights there, when I turn the plug on at the bottom here, the lights go on. And you can see the currents getting drawn, 38 watts at the moment.
I don't know if I'm close enough. There we go.
38 watts, 40 watts.
40 now.
And then if I switch off the plug at the back here, then it stops drawing.
Goes down to 0.
Turn it back on, goes back up to 40, and that turns the lights on and the plugs are working, so we can draw power as we need during load shedding.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect us at all anymore.
Not at all anymore. We're fortunate that way. But the unit has to have its own little DB.
Yes. And no kettles and no microwaves.
No kettles, no microwaves.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I just thought I'd show you that the EcoFlow is at 50% and it's drawing about 35 to 38 watts at the moment. And it shows that I've got 10 hours of use left. And why I'm using it now is because there's no plug close by and I'm lazy to roll out the lead I brought. So I just plugged in, charging the phone, plugged in both laptops at the back here. And that's it. The laptops are operational. And charging. Keeps us going. Laziness. So it's load shedding at the moment. I just wanted to put the flashlight on here. So this is my setup with the EcoFlow. You just turn it on. Before I turn it on, let me go and show you. No power. I just want to turn this off. My geyser is always off. I just turn it on once a day. So it's off over there. Then I turn the EcoFlow on. Turn this on here. There we go. It's on over there. So what I do is I've already got this plugged into the wall here, and this is just for safety. Into here. There, that's plugged in. So what I do is I turn this. This is plugged in over here. I turn it on. And then I just turn this on over here. There, everything's on inside the house. Here we go. Fridge is operational. Everything's on there. Sound lights are operational. And you can see the DB is still off and there's no, the meter's not working, so everything is fine. And we can check what the EcoFlow is doing. At this stage it is drawing 279 watts. So it'll give me 3 hours of power at this rate. Charging at 131 watts. So I turned the panels to face the sun a bit more, and it's charging at 163, 159 watts, better than the 130 that it was doing earlier. So it's 10 o'clock in the evening here, and we have load shedding again, and I've hooked up the EcoFlow to the system. Now what I'd like to tell you is that one day I went out to Builders to go and buy some stuff, and I forgot that it was load shedding and the EcoFlow was running. And when I walked into Builders, I was there for a few minutes, then the power came back on, and I realized I'd left the EcoFlow on. So fortunately, with the app that they have, I quickly ripped out my phone, went to the app, opened it up, and I could see that the EcoFlow was still functioning properly. Like now you can see it's at 99%, and it's drawing 164 watts at the moment. I can't remember what it was drawing back then, but it was still fine. Still had about, I think it had something like 60% power left. This will carry on for another 4 hours and 56 minutes the way it is now. And they say load shedding is only for 2 hours now. So yeah, one can see exactly what it's drawing and how it goes from your phone, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you can go into settings and you can see what the device does. Device sharing, beeps on, off. So if you change any settings, say for screen timeout, I've put it on never now, but I normally have it on about a minute to change. So if you change that, you'll hear the beep on the EcoFlow Delta 2 itself as you change the settings. Pretty cool. And it's immediate, it just works immediately. And then it shows you all the specifications of the device, everything like that. Delta 2, charging output 12 volt, 24 volt, that's if you're using the car charger. The AC output shows you all the stats of this device. It works so well if you have this on your phone. So what I'd like to say at the end of this is that if you are interested in purchasing yourself one of these EcoFlows, this time of the year there's the Black Friday sale, and then it's over December, Christmas sales and purchases like that. So they've got major specials on them at the moment. And in the link below, if you click on the link below, you'll go to their website and you can do the purchase there. And because you purchase, you just use the link, the purchase code Dustbugs when you want to check out. You type it in there, and you will get another discount. I think it's about a 500 Rand discount here in South Africa, and it's a different discount in the United States. So go to the link, have a look at it, and you'll see the different options you have there to purchase what different devices. But I feel the Delta 2 is the perfect one for a house and also for traveling, because it only weighs 12 kilograms. So it's very easy to carry around. It's got the two handles that you can pick it up and move around with it. So it's a brilliant system.